Hello guys, kamusta? Hope you're doing great. So today, ang i-discuss ko naman is about VTP or VLAN Trunking Protocol. What is VTP? During the early days of networking, it was difficult to implement VLANs across networks. Each VLAN was manually configured on each network switch. Managing a large switch network used to be a complicated task. VLAN trunking methods were developed to help ease this problem. Actually, BTP is a Cisco proprietary, which basic aim is to manage all configured VLANs across a switch network. BTP helps to propagate and maintain VLAN configurations consistency to other switches on the network. So, kung titingnan natin itong topology na kinreate ko, I have three switches. I'm going to configure those switches with different BTP modes. We have the BTP server. It can add, it can update, and it can delete VLANs. Itong client mode naman cannot do that. Ano, all the configuration information on VLANs will be coming from the BTP server. So kung may update si server about VLAN, yun ay i-absorb ni client. Yung transparent naman, kaya din niyang mag-add, mag-update, at mag-delete ng VLAN. Yun nga lang, hindi niya ipopropagate or i-advertise yung kanyang update about the VLAN information across the network. Okay? So, ang una kong gagawin ay i-configure natin itong BTP server. Actually, ang mga switch natin by default is a BTP server. Okay? Pwede niyong i-verify yan using the command show BTP status command. Ayan. So, ano yung mga important points here? The BTP version, which is 2. The configuration revision, which is 0 kapag bago yung switch nyo o kaya bagong reset yung switch. It starts with 0. And itong BTP operating mode, which is a server. So, ang gagawin natin para maging mag-propagate yung VLAN configuration across the network, kailangan meron tayong domain. Ano? So, para magawa natin yon, config t, and then BTP mode. Yan. Pag nag-question mark ka, meron kang tatlong option, client, server, and transparent. So, dahil ito ay server na, hindi ko na gagawin yung server. Okay? So, ang gagawin natin is magkikreate tayo ng domain. Ano? So, BTP domain, kung ano yung pangalan ng inyong domain. Let's say, XYZ. Okay? And then, another thing, para maging secure yung BTP across your domain, kailangan natin lagyan ng password. BTP password, okay? Let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So, yun yung mga gagawin natin para ma-set up yung BTP server. Ang next kong i-configure itong VTP client. Ayan. So, ganun din. Configure terminal, and then BTP mode, and then client. Okay? So, naging client na siya. Lalagyan din natin ng domain, BTP domain name, which is XYZ. At syempre, kailangan din natin ng password, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So, initially, yun muna ang ating gagawin. Ano? To configure the modes of the BTP. While the transparent, Ganun din yung mga setup natin. Okay? BTP mode, transparent, BTP domain, XYZ, BTP password 1234. So, kailangan din nating i-configure yung kanyang domain at saka password para i-allow niya yung propagation ng information across the domain. Kasi kung hindi siya kasama dun sa domain, hindi niya i-allow yung propagation ng information dun sa within the domain. So, ganun yun. Okay, next natin gagawin, dahil nga dinesign itong BTP para ma-manage natin, ma-centralize natin yung VLAN management sa network. So, kung ano yung gagawin ko sa server, it will be propagated across the client. So, let's say for example, ah, magagawa ako ng tatlong VLAN. Ano? So, VLAN 1, VLAN 10 rather. Let's say, name ay admin. VLAN 20, name ay finance. And then, VLAN 30, let's say, ang name niya ay engineering. Okay? So, nag-create ako ng tatlong VLAN. Kapag tinignan ko yung VLAN information, show VLAN brief. So, makita ko, I have already created yung tatlong VLAN. 10, 20, and 30. Now, if we are going to verify the BTP client here, at nag-show ka rin ng VLAN information using the command show VLAN brief, pansin nyo, nag-propagate yung VLAN information dun sa domain natin. Automatically, meron siyang VLAN 10, 20, and then 30. Okay? And kung titingnan nyo yung show VLAN status, BTP, sorry. BTP status. Okay? So, nagkaroon na tayo ng configuration revision na 6. Bakit 6? Kasi nag-create tayo ng tatlong VLAN, 10, 20, and 30. At nag-name tayo ng VLAN na admin, finance, and engineering. So, all in all, 6 revision yung ginawa natin do sa VLAN information. Okay? So, try naman natin yung client. Show VLAN brief. Okay? Mapapansin natin, wala. Dahil hindi nag-a-accept ng VLAN information ang transparent. Okay? So, kahit mag-create siya ng sarili niyang VLAN, let's say for example, mag-create siya ng VLAN, let's say VLAN 100, name, IT, department. Okay? And nag-show ulit tayo ng VLAN brief here. So, mapansin natin, meron na siyang VLAN 100, which is IT department, pero it will not be propagated dun sa ating client. Show VLAN brief. Okay? So, wala siyang VLAN 100. Okay? That is how we configure BTP on a switch network. Thank you for watching.